Rhodesian Ridgebacks are some of the most athletic dogs on the planet, but anecdotally, I've noticed many of them are overweight. When it comes to caring for our dogs, we're familiar with so many basics, but somehow proper weight management is never really discussed. As someone who's overfed their Ridgeback before, I hope this video will help others avoid my mistakes. On the road with Echo, he was an adolescent and we were highly active 7 days a week. My biggest issue wasn't keeping weight off, but keeping it on. Even with generous portions at both meals, he stayed lean. But when we settled in Chicago, our daily output nowhere near matched our relentless pace on the road. Unthinking, I continued to feed Echo the same amount, even after a toe injury slowed him down dramatically. And Echo happily continued to clean his plate. As you can see here, just a few months later, he was about 15 pounds overweight. When you're living with a dog, I know how easy it can be for small changes to go unnoticed, but I think these clips illustrate the stark difference in his body shape. He still had energy and was active, but his stamina and joints were put under undue stress. Which brings us to the oft-asked question of how much should a Rhodesian Ridgeback weigh? Some read the breed standard and assume their Ridgeback should be in that average, but that's kind of like expecting every person you meet to be of average height. The truth is, there's a ton of individual variability. A number on the scale is actually the last thing you want to look at. Instead, a simple eye test is helpful. If you cannot see a defined tuck behind a dog's ribs, they are almost inevitably too heavy. In those shots of Echo, you can see he was much more barrel-shaped and lacked any definition along his flanks. Once I came to my senses, we spent a long winter slowly cutting back his food and increasing our daily activity. Many worry about cutting their dog's diet because they worry they'll be hungry, but fear not. A Ridgeback is always starving, no matter what you do. And with incremental change, they'll hardly even notice. So, by the time we brought Penny home that spring, Echo was back to his fighting weight. Just in time too, because Penny had a whole lot of fights planned for him. Some people mistakenly think barrel-shaped dogs are all muscle, but I promise you they're not. No matter the size or the sex of your pup, at their healthiest weight, they'll have a defined waistline. I think Echo is a perfect example. Compare the overweight videos to this one of him trim and fit. Without the excess pounds on him, Echo was happier, healthier, and much speedier on his wide open runs. The importance of keeping your dog at a healthy weight starts their first day home. While puppies are naturally round from birth through about 5-ish weeks, you can see here that even at 9 weeks, Zero definitely has a defined shape. At first, it may seem excessively lanky to many of us, which is what I suspect leads many people to overfeed in the first place. I think it's important for everyone to get comfortable with this structure as a healthy one. A good rule of thumb is that you should be able to see a dog's back 2 ribs faintly and feel them easily just under a thin layer of fat. For a growing large breed dog especially, overfeeding can cause joint and musculoskeletal problems. In these clips, you can see Puppy Zero has kept roughly the same shape his entire life, despite filling out substantially. That said, no matter how big he's gotten, doesn't seem to help him take on Penny. But that's another story entirely. If you take anything from this video, I hope it's that weight does not equal health or strength or muscles. If it did, I would get to count my own love handles as muscle, and Emily says I'm not allowed to do that. Instead, the best way to keep your dog strong and vital with better longevity is to ensure they are lean. That number on the scale will be different for every dog, but the rules of thumb about shape and feel still are the best guideline. We all love our dogs, and we all want what's best for them, but we take plenty of missteps along the way. And I've taken just about all of them myself, so I hope this video might help others avoid those pitfalls. If you do think your dog is overweight, consult your vet and make a plan, like cutting back meals a bit once you have a toddler around, or whatever else it takes. Getting Echo back in shape was one of the most satisfying and rewarding things I've done. I'm certain it'll be the same for you. Please feel free to drop me a line if you need any help or encouragement. Good luck, and here's to fit pups enjoying long years of high-flying adventures.
On the dogs.
And hey, I just found out we have 10,000 subscribers. Thanks for following along. If there's anything you'd like me to cover in upcoming videos, just let me know. And if you're new, I think I'm supposed to tell you to like, comment, and subscribe, but it's really your life, so I think you should make those decisions. Thanks again, everyone.